Good morning, everyone. Well, I have to say that I haven't scrapbooked for 3 days, even though you see me. So anyway, I feel totally out of it, but I'm on it now. Okay, I am scrapping this photo of me and my husband, and this was, we had, I don't know, it was like, I'm trying to think of the season that it was. It was maybe we had been together for maybe a year. And so anyway, this is at his brother's, let's see, his brother's fiance's brother's wedding. And I know you got that. So anyway, it's like, I love this picture of us, and I have to say that you've seen this dress before. It's like, this was my little black dress. So I've worn it, I probably wore it 4 or 5 times. I wore it in a wedding, and then I cut it off and wore it, I think at least 3 or 4 more times until I could see that the velvet was rubbing off. So anyhow, I had to run for a long time. So I'm scrapbooking this today. I'd actually scrapbooked this previously, but when I pulled this out and I thought, I haven't scrapped this, and then I found that I had scrapped it, but it's like the photo was, I don't know, it's like it wasn't as sharp. This is a lot darker, a lot sharper. So and I think it's because the other picture I actually had made into a 5x7, and I thought, I'm just gonna scrap this again with my favorite paper. So this is what I'm doing. So this will be the last scrapping of the collection Obsession, except for I will continue to scrap with this because I have a couple more ideas I wanted to scrapbook, or a couple more photos I want to scrapbook with this. And I hate it that I've covered up the floral every single time, but it's like, or I haven't used it, and it's really one of my favorite ones, but it's like somehow, now I don't know if Cilla or Connie, who also have this, because they were the ones who gifted me this, and I don't know if they had a problem using it like me or not. And now that I've talked for a half an hour or for a while, okay, I'm on it. Okay, so I've done the What a Wonderful World paperback here, and I forgot to gut it this time, so I used the whole thing. It has this on the back, and then the floral, which I also didn't gut, and then this one here, that the other side is the gingham. And so anyhow, it's like I'd been playing with it a little, and I really wanted to get to use this side too. So in spite of how much I love the gingham, I had to use this side. Well, it's too formal for the gingham. That's what I feel like with this photo. So, because we are at a wedding, we actually were photographing the wedding also, but this is where his brother was also photographing the wedding, so he got this picture of us. And where is my center? So this is at 2 5/8, and oh, I'm off. I thought, how come my paper's not 12 inches? Okay, so this is at 2 3/4, and this is at, nope, I still gotta come over. It's not right. Okay, this is at 3. Okay, now I'm getting there, so I need to be right there. Okay, now that I got it all lined up, I should have put a smaller piece because I'm going to tuck that in. Okay, let me get about where I need to be, because I want this down here, and this is the center, so I want to be just I always kind of find the center and then realize, okay, I've got to be, okay, here's 3, here's 9, and it's not, and this is the 6-inch So I go out an 1/8 of an inch here and 1/8 of an inch here to get me my actual center. Okay, and then I'm gonna use these frames. I was watching Ginger the other day and she was using frames, so it's like, oh, I think I'm gonna use the frames in that kit today. And because it's like I was using all the flowers, and it's like you can't use flowers every single time, even though I did bring in some flowers this time too. Okay, and I think now I'm gonna have to cut out part of this, and I'm gonna want it down to about here, so I guess I can cut off some of that. I always hate to have to cut into it, but I also, just because I think, oh, if I make a mistake, but I also hate to use it all if I really like it. And I just love this whole collection. This is so pretty. And if you have not seen what Cilla did with it, you have to go over there and see it. And you know, she did also 4 layouts, and I think it was in August. And I will link one of those down below so that you can go and see it. And one of my favorites was one that she did without a photo. But all of them were so beautiful. I mean, what's not to love? They're blue, my favorite color. Okay, and I didn't have 3 frames, so this is actually a frame to all, you know, it just isn't open. So I'm gonna use this as well, and I'm gonna tuck it in just a little further than this one, so they're not right exactly the same. And I'm gonna have to cut a little bit off this. Okay, and which side is best to cut off now that I've already put tape on it? Hopefully that's enough. Okay. So my husband was off the last 3 days, and then we had my bonus daughter and her daughter over for dinner. And it was so funny because the whole time my husband's going, well, I don't know if Skylar likes anything but hamburgers. We know she likes hamburgers, you know, because she ate like 2 of those the last time she was here. And then, oh, I want to put this in there too. So anyhow, it's like they get here. I said, oh, we're going to have a roast. And it's like, oh, I'm sure she'll like a roast. You know, I said, it's just, you know, like it's like a hamburger too. It's just beef. So anyhow, it's like she scarfed that thing down like it was her favorite meal. She had no problem with that at all. It was so funny how the husband was so worried about it. So I die cut these the other day, and actually you're seeing this in the middle of me before I actually die cut these. Woo, that's like time travel or something. So anyhow, I spent like a day and a half just die cutting and punching things to get rid of some of my scrap papers, because my scrap papers took up a whole cube. And you know, if you love paper, you don't want your scraps taking up a whole cube. And I finally committed that, you know, or realized what's the chance of me actually using all these scraps? And I had went through them previously, and actually made some kits out of the scraps, which I think I've used maybe 3 of them. But in my cleaning, I did find those again. So I'm gonna do those. Okay, so this is a chipboard piece, and this is a chipboard piece. So I'm working on my triangle, and this is going to be my title, You and Me. Oh, and this actually still has the thing on it here. It was funny because as I was playing with this, it's like I laid it out one way and I thought, oh, let me try this other paper, and see if I like that. And so I thought I had taken a picture of that, and it's like, well, if I like that better, I'll never know. Because I totally didn't take a picture of it. Okay, this is another one of the die cut doilies, and my bonus daughter got that for me at Christmas, and they were just like on Amazon. I showed her some that I liked on there, and she got me that. It came with 4 little doilies. Okay, so I've got that on there. And then over on this side, I've got another frame, but before I go too far, this is just a scrap. And, you know, until I'm done with the kit, I keep my scraps with it. And so I actually have more scraps than what I had in my scrap area. But I'm gonna tuck this in here, and I might have to cut off a little. Oh, nope, it should be just right. Okay. And I just decided I wanted some gold here because I've got gold here. So I'm just putting this little piece of it there. And then I have this frame, it says Best Day. And I'm gonna tuck that under here, but I'm gonna tuck it all the way up to here, so I'm going to have to cut it off, oh, probably about at this blue mark, because, you know, I always throw that tape on there right away and forget that I'm tucking. Okay, because lots of times I don't tuck, you know. But I'm gonna put this under here. And I kind of want this open space in there. Okay, and then I have this die, or it's a chipboard, another chipboard piece, and it's a big floral because, you know, I love the florals in this collection. Oh, I had pulled these really neat stamps. They were like dollar stamps off something that we got in the mail, and it's like, oh, it's like the same color. I was just looking at it just before I got my camera reset up. Okay, so I always have a hard time deciding where I want these. It's like, which way does it look the best? Which way is it going to fit the best? I think I actually had it like this. Because this part right here is a big plant behind us. We're kind of over to one side. So it doesn't matter if I fill up a little bit of that, but I almost think the flowers need to go kind of like that. I'm gonna like that. I know you guys are going, oh, put it the other way. Because I don't know. I don't know. They just look like they're, I don't know which way. They kind of look like they need to go more like this, I guess. I'm just doing it. Okay. And I might have to put a little dimensional underneath here, but I don't know if maybe it'll stay. Okay. So, got that down, whether it's the right spot or not. Okay, and then I have another heart, because I'm gonna have a triangle of hearts. And I'm gonna kind of tuck this. I want it just above the frame, or just, I think I'm gonna put it just a little bit above the frame, kind of, since it's kind of a wonky heart, I'm gonna put it straight up and down. And then, is this I think I'm onto this now. Okay, and I've got this little, it's like a keyhole. And I showed you this when I showed you the kit. And these are from Melissa Francis. And I did not have a key like this. but I do have a metal one. And I've got so much of the sticky is still on the back, and I just don't want it to show through the keyhole, so I'm trying to get it out of the way. Have to use the key a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna have to put some glue on this. And I think it's like it's molded or something. Or cast, whatever they would call it, because it feels like it's made out of almost like it's not metal, kind of feels like a chipboard or something. Okay, and then I'm gonna put this, I don't want to see through it. I think I'm gonna put it right here so that I'm seeing the blue through it here. Oh, now I feel I want my heart to be over here a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then I have this metal key. It has flowers on this side. And I told you I make jewelry, and that's how come I'm using one of those keys. And these were some that, some things some of the charms I used to buy, you can't even get them anymore, and it's like, so I don't have enough to like make earrings out of them or whatever. And I think I'm gonna have to, I probably need the super glue for this, so I'm gonna use that. Hopefully there's oh yeah, there's some glue coming out, yay. Sometimes it's so hard to pull out the glue or squeeze out the glue. Okay, and I'm just lining this up right on the edge of that gold strip of paper. I'm just gonna push it on for a second, and I think I might have to set something on there for a few minutes. Oh, wrong glue lid. That would have been funny, especially if it had stuck. Okay, what do I have here that I can just stick it on here while here's my battery. Okay, and then I have a piece of the washi, and it says, "You are my sunshine." And there's something on this one, so I'm gonna have to pull out another piece. Okay, let me see what I have here. Okay, my only sunshine. Okay, I'm gonna pull that off because I want "You Are My Sunshine." But he's not my only sunshine because I have lots of them. Our kids, our grandkids. Okay, so I'm gonna put that up here because I need some more gold. So I'm just gonna put that there. Okay, and then I have these little pieces. I've got this little oval, and where am I gonna put it? I kind of want it, I'm gonna kind of stick it up here onto kind of like the framing, the first two blocks or the last two blocks, however you would count that. And then I have these little leaves that are also gold, but they're pretty light, so they didn't show. I felt like I still needed more gold when I put that one there. And then it says "Best." I'm gonna just kind of overlap the leaves. And then I have this little chipboard heart. And I left my lid off, so it's taking me a little bit to get that out of there. And I'm going to put that right on the leaves at the end of the "Best." And I think I thought I had all my pieces. Let's see. looks like that's down. So I've got a little piece of gold ribbon and I've cut it with the pinking shears because I had them here and picked them up, and it's like, oh, I can use that. You know, so many times that we forget what we have. And so I'm using one of these clear adhesive dots to put this on. And I would have put it right through the little hole in the key, but it is so small, it's really hard to get a ribbon through there. Oh, and my thing popped up. I might have to use E6000 since it's metal. So I think that is it, but it might attach, but it feels like that one. It feels like it's attached here, but not the other spot, so I'll probably have to do that. And then I have white enamel dots. I thought about using blue or gold, but I think I like the white idea best. And I'm gonna put some down here. And I always kind of put them so they kind of make like a triangle. And try not to, you know, I try not to have them like the same exact spot. Okay, and I've really kind of got, I was working towards a triangle, but it's kind of gone awry, and I've got so many embellishments. I started out with a triangle. Okay, and let's see, I think I'm gonna put these on, I want one over here. I think I'm gonna put them all on the side. Oh, and I got a fuzzy. I do not want the fuzzy there. Okay, I think I got it off, but I can't even tell. No, I have not got it off there. Okay, now it looks like I have. Okay. Don't you hate it when that happens? I hate it when I mail a package and get a hair in the tape or something. It's like so disgusting. I gotta start all over. And I do. It's like it's pet peeve or something. I don't know. Okay. So there it is. The husband always loves to come home and I go, oh, look at what I scrapbooked today. Scrapbook does. It's so funny, you know how it's like you want to go, oh, does my face look okay? Do I got anything on my teeth? You know how it's like if you look at your own picture, how you always look at yourself. But, so that's fun. Another one done of me and the hubby, because I don't do that very often. And thanks for watching. And I will be coming on tomorrow to show you what my new collection obsession is. And then I'll be back to sorting paper or looking through paper, see if I'm getting rid of stuff, and finish my dusting. And I'll see you then and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.